Hey everyone, Emma here, and here it is, what we've all been waiting for. Twin Peaks: The Final Dossier, which today I'm going to do a non-spoilery review, and in subsequent videos I'm going to be delving into some of the chapters and just discussing them. So today I just wanted to do a non-spoiler review for people who are sort of on the fence about whether they want to buy this or not, because I know not everyone was happy with the first book, The Secret History of Twin Peaks, and some people might be asking themselves, like, why do I need to buy this? The show's over. This is just some kind of tag on to make a bit of money, but yeah, I wanted just to give my opinions about that. So I'm going to show you the book first of all. It's quite a small book. If you could look at the size of it compared to Secret History, you can see that it's a lot you can see that it's a lot smaller, and it also is filled with these pages that are like complete blank pages, like with nothing on them, which are supposed to be like the beginning of a file, or like they're like meant to be like looking like a file. So there's a lot of bulk in the book as well, so it's actually a short book, and in each chapter there are just a couple of like pages of writing, and that you can get through them pretty quickly. There are a few pictures at the beginning and throughout the book, like the bang bang bar, and nothing like there was in The Secret History though. This is more, actually this feels like more of a document, like an FBI document, and I really like the way it's styled actually. I love the black cover and this dust jacket. You can remove the dust jacket, and inside the dust jacket it has this picture of like this space scene, which is kind of freaky. So like the side of the dust jacket has a little bit of content from within, and it's like the first thing that you read in the book, so it gives you an idea of what is going on, and it's actually written by Tamara Preston. So then we have, like, when we take the dust jacket off, we have this like justice symbol, and in the corner there is like a little indent for initials and the date, so it really looks like an official FBI file, which is pretty cool. And I like the fact that, you know, they have spent a lot of time getting details like this, like the autopsy report, and the way that the pages are basically set out like they are meant to look like official documents. I think it's really cool. So as I was saying, this bit on the side is written by Tamara Preston, and I read that before I actually went into the book, even though I knew it would just be in the book anyway. And when I discovered that it was written by Tamara Preston, I really tried to imagine Krista Bell's voice when I was like reading, and I couldn't. I basically couldn't. I don't know why. I don't know why, because, you know, I think there is still differences between Tammy and Tamara, and just some of the language in this I think is not how I can see Tammy speaking, as played by Krista Bell. Regardless of that, it's still very readable, and it is believable from the perspective of Tamara, as we left her at the end of the series. And I like that. It feels more coherent than The Secret History did. It definitely feels like things that we struggled to accept from The Secret History are kind of addressed in this book, as well as things on the show. So basically the book goes into things that The Secret History addressed in the dossier, and it addresses things like things that we assumed were inconsistencies and mistakes, and it addresses those, and it also tells us the answers to a lot of things in the show. So the way that a lot of characters were left, like Audrey for example, it basically explains that. So if the question is, should I buy this book? My answer would be a resounding yes, because I think it contains all of the answers. This feels like the end of the story, basically. It feels like this is rounding everything off, and that to me was strange when I was reading it, because it was like, what a weird way to tell a story, because I mean, it's never done as far as I know. I mean, this feels like, the content of this feels like stuff that we should have known, really. And if you don't read the book, then you're really missing out on the complete story. So there were a lot of things in season 3 that were missing for a lot of fans, and they are addressed in this book. So we have chapters like Annie Blackburn, Wyndham Earle, information about Donna and the Haywards and the Horns. The stuff about the timeline is addressed, and and everything that you could possibly actually want to know about, like everything that was stumped you at the end of season 3, everything that you might have been asking, I feel it's addressed in here. But it also leaves a little bit of scope, I think, for future events to take seed if they ever wanted to bring Twin Peaks back. And there's a lot more I want to say about that, and I will in subsequent videos. But in regards to whether I should buy this or not, I definitely think that you should. It's a really easy read, it's a really quick read. I just got this yesterday and I finished it in a few hours. I didn't find it frustrating or anything, like some of the things in The Secret History were like, oh, this is too much, this is going on too much. This is just to the point. And the main focus is on like the characters and what they went through, and it sticks to that rather than go off and talk about like events outside of Twin Peaks. So yeah, that's it really for my non-spoilery review. I don't think there was anything spoilery in that. If there was, I apologise. For any Twin Peaks fan who watched season 3 and has questions about it, for anyone who likes the first season or Fire Walk with Me, I would definitely recommend getting the final dossier. So I'm going to come back with some other videos which are spoilery, because I want to discuss some of the content in the book, and I hope you can join me for that. That's it.